Hey guys, Rich here, flipping for a living. I hope you're having a glorious day. I'm going to do one of my old school backyard videos of my haul this week. But one thing's different. Nothing from garage sales, because still no garage sales in my part of the world. Oh my God, it's so depressing. Especially when you pull up to the thrift store and you see people unloading half tons full of stuff that they could have sold to you. They could have made money. I know it's the goodness of their heart. They're donating to Value Village, and 7% is going to a charity somewhere, and the rest is going to corporate office. Anyways, enough about that. Obviously, that bothers me. It's been a pretty remarkable couple days, and I'm going to start off with a bang. Yesterday, went to Value Village, waited in line, and while several other resellers were running around looking for the usual stuff, video games, whatever, I picked up an electric guitar. I can't show it to you, and I'll tell you why. I picked it up, $29.99. It was a Fender something. I'll show you here in a second. But $29.99. Took a chance that it would work when I got home. They usually do, and it was a bit of a home run because I posted it up for $275 that night, and I sold it this morning about 12 hours, well no, I guess about 16 hours later for $225. So I basically made $200 off of that. And what I'm going to show you at the end of the video is I parlayed that $200 into an entire trailer full of product. So essentially I took 30 bucks and I turned it into what's going to amount to a couple $1,000 easily. Oh, maybe $3,000 when we talk about that right there. So let's go through. Oh yeah, so here it is. Here's the guitar. Here's the guitar. I did a little video because I knew I was going to be doing this video, so I did a little video of the guitar before. I'll insert that now. So here it is. My kitty is just cleaning it up a little bit because the customer's coming right away. $29.99. Should probably take that off. And yeah, it's in nice shape. It had a little bit of rust on the screws and stuff. It must have been kept somewhere humid. You can maybe see it on the strings, and this one was so rusted that it broke. So yeah, nice 180 bucks profit. I don't know what's up with Value Village putting that out for 29 bucks and one the other day for 20. But no complaints from this guy. Oh yeah, and one quick tip, you guys. It came with this guitar strap, and most musicians, they're gonna put the strap that they like on their guitar anyways, rather than take one that came with it. So this does not come with it. This is now $20 more when I sell it. That's gonna go in to my pocket. $20 more. Nice. There it was, pretty amazing, hey? So yeah, love it. Easy money. Now let's move on to the rest of my finds and all the different ways that you can make money if you can't go to garage sales. There's the thrift stores, there's buying off of Facebook or other buy and sell sites, and of course there's auctions, and we made money off all of them this week. So let's take a quick look. So start off with some of the outdoor stuff, the smalls. This little knee board, it's a little bit old school one. It was on Facebook for 25 bucks. I offered the lady 20. I sell these all day long for 45, 50 bucks. I'll shoot for 50. I'll take 40, whatever. Some people will walk away from that $20, but that's 20 bucks, man. That's a half a tank of gas in some places, depending on how big your car is. So easy money, especially this time of year, beautiful weather. A couple more outdoor things. These skis here, these I'll sell locally, probably only for about 60 bucks. I could maybe get double that if I wanted to try and sell them online and ship them to the other side of the world. They're nice vintage skis, but there's a whole story behind those. This is how this whole thing started, with this $3,000 I'm gonna make off of the original 30 bucks from that guitar. But we'll talk about that later, at the end of the story. This tube here, this was kind of weird. This was at the thrift store for $9.99. It's like unused. I can tell it's never been used. I'm zoning out right now. I've got so much going on in my head. Anyways, 10 bucks, I'll sell that for like $35, $40 locally. I will not ship that, make some quick money. But on the even better side, the same thrift store the day before, they had this. This is the tow behind, the much more industrial. That's more just sit in your pool kind, sit in the lake. This is a tow behind your boat kind of tube. These were $14.99. There's two of them, one there, one here. They're both brand new also. I don't know who's donating this stuff. It must have all came the same day. They just didn't put them out the same day. But this I should easily get $60, maybe $70 for, make 50 bucks a piece off those. There's $100 profit there off 30 bucks easy. Really surprised to be at the front of the line and beat all the other gamers to the shelf that had this GameCube on it. This was $29.99. It is the platinum or silver version, complete with the matching controller. Everything works. It even had a bonus Spyro game in it worth about 15 bucks. So again, anywhere from $70 to $90 for that, depending on where you market it. eBay, Amazon, locally. If you have 150,000 people or more in your area, I would say sell that locally rather than worry about shipping and packing and fees and potentially getting ripped off or screwed over. So here's another great thrift store find right here. This thrift store had not been open for, well, since COVID started. It was their first day back open. And walked in there and they had this set of Game of Thrones, 3 different complete new boxed items for 20 bucks. Which originally I thought it was 20 bucks a piece and I was gonna buy them because this Puzzles of Essos 4D puzzle sells for about 60 to 80 bucks. And same with the Red Keep Rabbit puzzle and the Winterfell 3D puzzle. Those each sell also for 60 to 80 dollars. So I paid 20 bucks for all 3 and I'm gonna get like a guaranteed 150, maybe even close to $200 for those. So that was awesome. Let's look at a auction find. I didn't have much competition on these. There was one other people bidding against, one other bidding against me. One other person bidding against me. Their first check home drug tests. These sell for $15 to $19 a piece. And I got this whole case of 36 for $45. So about $1.50 a piece. I've got them posted up right now. You can buy them as a 2-pack for $39. You can buy them as a 6-pack for $75. Or you can buy the entire lot for $9 a pop, free shipping. So that's easy money again, like anywhere from $300 to $500 profit off those. So that was fantastic. Some more thrift store finds. Monopoly, Mega Monopoly, $4.99. Went through it. Everything's working there. Everything's complete there. I mean, this should sell for about 35 bucks. A couple games at that same thrift store as the puzzles, the Game of Thrones puzzles. Their games are always $4.99 right across the board. So it's nice when you can cherry pick a couple $30 games instead of them putting out 99-cent games for $4.99 a piece, which they do sometimes. I got a working buddy. No, not buddy, Woody. He was $3.99. He's missing his hat, so that's a little bit of a drawback, but that's still easily 30 bucks for him. Anytime you can get a Monopoly that's actually Monopoly branded, like this bass fishing one, which is $1.99 for some reason. I don't know why they value this one so low, but I'll take it. Especially because you always got to make sure the pieces are there. This stuff is basically unused. Like it's still in the wrappers, a lot of it. So I'm sorry. Hate me if you want. But when I buy board games at the thrift store, I open them up right there and look. I'm not bringing them home Like if they look like garbage inside, I'm not even taking a chance. So a lot of thrift stores aren't taking returns right now, so feel free to open them up. You have my permission, because that's what I do. A couple smalls here. All three of these were $3.99 a piece. No huge money here, but because they're all, oh, this one is actually $2.99, this frozen one. I'll probably put these two frozen ones together for like 30 bucks. That'll be top dollar for those, but I'll make an easy 20 bucks off that. And this Lego set is sealed, although it's crushed. $3.99. I'm only gonna make like 10 bucks off that, but it's such a quick, easy sell. Anything Lego that's sealed. I'm not even sure what this Voyager 5 is. Well, I guess it is. It's a talking translator, but it is brand new. It's 10 bucks. They're selling for about 50, so should clear about 30 bucks for that easily. It's burger season, and this single hamburger press, look at the variety you can get, right? Single hamburger press, $3.99. It doesn't look used. I looked at it, or they cleaned it really well, but these are also selling for about 30-40 bucks, so sweet. I'm still greedy. Even at the thrift stores, I like to at least get 3 or 4 times my money, not just double my money, unless it's like, you know, something that's 100 bucks that I can sell right away for 200, then I'm okay with that. Make a quick 100. But when I'm spending 2, 3, 4 bucks on something, it's got to be like 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 1,200% markup. This was another auction find. All these hats are brand new. They don't all have the tags on them, but I paid $7 per lot, and I got 5 hats in each one. And all of these, as you can see, are sports related, except for this Tommy Hilfiger one, which is great also. I mean, this is a great little deal. Like basically after fees, it was not quite even 20 bucks. And I'll get probably 15 bucks a hat minimum for these, maybe more for some of them. So that's another 150 minimum off of $20 purchase. First time I ever bought one of these, an Auric professional air purifier. Same thing at the thrift store. You don't want to bring this crap home if it's broken. I tested it out right there, and everything was functioning. It was blowing good air. I'm assuming probably it might need a filter change or something, but I'll put that in the ad when I post it up on eBay, that it has not been cleaned recently, but everything is functioning as it should. And these are also $80 to $100 for 10 bucks. Loving it. Back to Facebook. I just happened to see this pop up. Things that are good deals are selling so fast on Facebook. This bundle here, all these games, PS2, these are all original Xbox, a PS2, and Crystal Xbox. These translucent ones, they're big money. No cords, no controllers. I have the cords to test them. I took a shot. They both work. 70 bucks for everything? Like, are you serious? I'll make more than $70 off of this alone. So, or not make more, I'll make probably all my money back off of this. Everything else is profit. There's not any like huge big name rare games in there, like the one on top here, Conquer. That is, I think, about a $30 or $40 game. But overall, like, this is easily going to be, you know, another 3 times my money, 4 times my money, 150 bucks. So if you've never bought and sold video games, you are like head in the sand, blind, walking away from easy money. If it's good stuff, there's a lot of out there. Another different thrift store, a churchy thrift store, they had these Hudson Bay special whiskey. Oh my gosh, I can't believe a church thrift store was selling things that promote drinking. You could instantly be an alcoholic if you start drinking. Anyways, Hudson's Bay vodka, dark rum, whiskey, nice little set of 3. I should get about 30 bucks for those, and those are 75 cents a piece at that thrift store, so those are nice. I ain't too proud. I'm not shameful. I'll walk out of the thrift store with a handful of Polly Pockets and vintage My Little Pony and Disney stuff anytime. I mean, it's not like a huge markup, but this is going to sell for 20 bucks easily. It works. I tested it. Cinderella, a singing, talking little girl with an alarm clock. Are you kidding? How could you just walk past that? I gave them $4 and they gave me back $20 bill. Like, come on, man. And Polly Pockets, $2 for this bag of Polly Pockets, and $2 for this bag of all the accessories. I'll obviously put those all together, and I should get about 40 bucks for that. So 10 times my money Don't believe me? Look it up. And these were $2.99 each, and I'm going to put them as a pair. They're not rare ones, but they're the giant ones. Should get $30, push $40 maybe for the pair if I'm lucky on a good day. Back to Facebook. Another one where these popped up. It said right in the ad that they're a little bit scratched, but they guaranteed me they work, and they were asking $25 for the 3, and it had been on Facebook for 13 minutes, so I did not want to miss out on these. So I emailed them and I messaged them and I said, I will send you $30 e-transfer right now, because I know that that's a $40 gain and that's a $50 gain, and I'll spend $3 to get them repaired, but I'm going to make $100 or make $70 off of a $30 investment. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. So I'm gonna go to hell for this one, obviously, because I am making money off of old people, but I'm not the only one, right? This aluminum, like rose gold color kind of walker that folds up was $14.99, including the matching cane with the little spike thingy on the bottom if you ever get in a fight on the streets. $14.99, I'll sell that little bundle for 40, maybe 50 bucks, but for sure 40 bucks. So sell that locally, make it easy, $25. Back to the yeah, let's wrap it up now, right, Rich? Pushing like 15 minutes or something. People seem to think that these old watch stations are worth like $40, $50. I've never gotten anywhere near that kind of money for them. But when I was buying those skis from a guy, he had this bucket there, and I offered him $5 and he took it. So I'll probably make 20 bucks off of that. And then just this morning, right at the crack of dawn, 11 o'clock when my thrift store opened, lazy buggers, what appears to be a complete Wii U with 3 of the Mario Luigi branded controllers. It's got everything in there. $34.99 is pretty sweet to see that. That's going to be an easy $200 for everything there. I could part it out and probably make more. Like, you can get close to 40 bucks Canadian for those controllers, so that'd be like 120 bucks right there if I wanted to take that route. But y'all know me, I like flipping quick and fast because I turn my money into more money, and that's what we're going to talk about now. Also, when I bought these skis and the basin in the shed, I saw this. I had no idea what it was. I just knew it was old. I knew it was an amp. I knew it was a tube amp. And I just asked him if he was selling it, and he said yes. And he said 15 bucks. And I said, I'll give you 10 because I don't know if it works. Brought it home. As far as I can tell, it works. It heats up. Like, it starts burning. You can tell it's working, right? It's an old tube amp. It's one of those kind. But look it up, you guys, if you don't believe me. PA35A from Northern Electric. There's only a couple other ones for sale on eBay. The guy's trying to auction them at like $1,000 bucks. I ain't that greedy. I put mine up for like $7.95, I think, because I got $10 into it. So I got to make sure that I get 8,000% on my investment. Anyways, that was just the beginning of this whole thing. Oh yeah, and this little underneath there, it's a really nice round ottoman type sewing kit thing. I bought that from the thrift store for $6.99, and I just got an e-transfer for 35 bucks before I started this video. So that's already gone, sold, easy money. Overall, everything I showed you guys, $410 I had invested in everything here, not including this amp. $2,400. Almost $2,500 with this amp, easily $3,000 off of 400 bucks, 410 bucks. So that's pretty sweet. But I'm gonna give away a trade secret. I'm sure you already know it. I just hate that I love sharing my knowledge and then it bites me in the ass in the end. when I tell someone. Like, I was at the thrift store the other day and there was a ride along, one of those pull behind bike trailer thingies, and there's another reseller who doesn't really do that. They mostly do clothes, and they were kind of looking at it. I said, buy it, you can sell it right away for 75 bucks. They were asking 40. And this person was like, well, no, that's not worth it. I'm really, it's not worth it? Like, you give somebody $40 and I'm telling you that will sell in like an hour for 75 bucks. Really? I'm like, hey, worst case scenario, we can resell it for 40 and at least you tried, right? Anyways, they took it home, they posted it for 80. She said they sold it in like 37 minutes. And she told me that the next day when I saw her at the thrift store again. So now I'm giving people trade secrets. So it's kind of stupid. But I keep getting sidetracked. After buying the skis and the tub and this amp, I realized that these folks were moving and they had been selling stuff on Facebook a little bit at a time. Long story short, I said, man, I buy entire garage sales. I buy entire estates. And what do you got left? They had been purging for a month now. They had thrown out an entire giant bin, like a 20-foot long bin full of stuff. They had taken 3 truck loads of stuff to the thrift store for donation. So I ended up saying, well, I'll give you everything that's left in your garage, because they were down to the nuts and bolts, literally. And I'll show you in a second what I got here. So there's 3 of those big toolboxes on wheels. You can see one right there, another one here. Just an insane amount of old wrenches and socket sets and random stuff. I said I'd give you 200 bucks for everything to clean out your garage, and they took a day to think about it, but they called back and said 225, and I'm like, sure. Bin of tools. There's some old hubcaps in there, some actual, like, I know they're like from the 60s. It could be worth good money. There's a Volkswagen one in there, big air compressor, that nice vintage antique round table, could be worth some good money. But what I'm going to do is see an old amp back there. I'm going to sell these 3 rolling toolboxes. Again, you can't see them. One down there and one there and one under this. I'm going to flip those toolboxes right away for probably close to 300, because they're full of tools. So I'll make a little bit of money already, and then the rest of that is going to the auction, and I'll be done with it. It'll take me an hour to go there, drop it off. For whatever reason, this auction, it's got lots of like out of town people, farmers and stuff, and they love that crap. They freaking love bins of wrenches and sockets and nuts and bolts. It's crazy. And a bunch of other stuff in there. There's an old, really old Coke crate, a wooden one, that's probably worth like 60, 75 bucks. Like, bottom line is, this ain't my first rodeo. I'll probably get at minimum another $1,000 bucks off of that, and really could be so much more. So kind of a phenomenal 48 hours, all starting with a $30 guitar, and then I took the money from that guitar and bought that entire trailer full of stuff basically for 30 bucks, and all this other stuff cost me 400. At the end of the day, it's going to be close to $5,000, you know, with barely spending 400 bucks. So flippin'-tastic. If you guys have any questions or comments, please put them in the comment section below. I'm going to do my best to answer every question you have. And I was just telling myself not to beg for subs, because that's so old school. Don't want to be too thirsty. But if you feel like hitting that subscribe button and you haven't already done so, go for it. I hope you guys all have a great day and love what you do.